What is going on, everybody? We're back with another Million Lords video, and in this video we're gonna go over attacking and the best strategies out there. So the first thing that you want to pay attention will be the colors of the enemy cities. So for example, this city is surrounded by dark red. That means that, let's pretend we're sending an attack. If you look in the bottom right corner, it says 200% XP. So when an enemy is dark red, it means that they're going to give you 200% of XP, and that's what you want to look for. You want to attack those people just because, of course, more XP, you level up a lot quicker, and it's less cities that you'll have to attack, as opposed to someone who's not worth 200 XP. You'll have to attack them. Let's say they're worth 100% XP. You'll have to attack 2 of them to be able to get, you know, basically the same amount of XP as the 200% guy. Another thing that you want to look at is, so I saw one earlier. Was it this guy? No, there's one somewhere around here. Where am I at? Okay, here we go. So another thing that you want to look at is if they have that little XP with a line through it, and you see the 51 minutes, that's another thing you want to pay attention to. So what that means is that he is worth no XP for 51 minutes. The only XP that you will get from that city will be the little bit of troops that you kill, that you may kill in that city, and it's not worth it. You're gonna get troop loss for basically 0 to no XP there. 0 to little XP. 0 to no, that's the thing. But yeah, so this timer appears after a city has just been taken. It'll put a 1-hour timer after any city that gets taken, whether you attack it or an enemy attacks it. You know, it'll put a 1-hour timer. So definitely look at that. Never attack those cities that have what is called a wall timer. You never want to attack those. Now, the other thing that you want to do is you would want to always scout the city before you attack it, because let's say this person has 50 million troops in there. My little 11 million troops will not be able to beat that, you know, and I will lose 75% of my 11.9 million troops. Now this guy doesn't have him very many, so since I just scouted him, we'll hit the bottom right corner and we'll open up the little clipboard right here to see our scout report. So if we look in the middle of the screen on the right where it says total, you'll see that it says 196 million. So that's what the defense from there. So let's just send out the attack just so you can see. So we'll send out the attack. Okay. Since I have 11.9 million without counting what I have for striker, which is 58%. So I have 11.9 million, we'll say 12 million plus 6, maybe 7 million. So about 19 million will be my attack. So of course I'll win that attack easily. I did send another attack right here just now. So if we were to look at that one, we'll go to our attacks. Is that this one? Yeah, that was this one. So I sent this attack out. I knew I was going to win it. You want to pay attention. So if you see right to the left of that clipboard, you'll see the 67.5k. That's how much troops the enemy had in there. And the little number underneath it, minus 1%. That's how much troops I lost. You want to keep that number at a minimum. The general rule is keep it at 5% or less. That's what higher level players and Diamond had taught me, so I'm passing this information on to you guys. So 5%, around the 5% mark, because you don't want to lose too much troops. You want to retain as much troops as possible. That way you have more troops for the later levels, and you can take higher level cities and gain more XP. Alright, so this attack is about to land. We'll wait the little 6 seconds. I'm being attacked right now as we speak. He's just scouting me. I thought he was attacking me. Okay. So we won that attack. And we'll see our total power, 18.9 million. I estimated 19 million. So, you know, we won that easily versus his 1.96 million. If you see on the bottom left underneath my total, my 18.9 million, you'll see my fearless, the little symbol that says 75%. That's how much troops I gained back from that attack. So you add that to the, if you look underneath my player icon, the 64, you see the 11.9 million, and then an arrow that said 11.5 million. You add that 11.5 million to the 75% that we kept, the 348k, that'll put me at 11.8 million. So that's, so I only lost basically 100,000 troops. So my percentage there will be 4%. Since, you know, I sent a smaller attack, only 11.9 million. So that's what you want, the main things that you want to look at. Of course, you know, you can also look at the gold, how much you gain and how much they gain and stuff like that. You can look at your the experience gain. I got 4.86 million XP gain from there. If it would have been, that is because it was at 200%. If it would have been at 100%, I would have only gotten half of that amount. Now, so before you do an attack, you definitely want to be very cautious. You of course want to scout first, the one that you plan on attacking, just to make sure that they don't have a lot of troops there, to make sure that you can take it. But you also it would be best for you to scout the nearby cities as well, just in case if he has troops here, and let's say I sent this attack and I didn't scout the one that was the cities near it, and the city near it had like 20 million, and I sent this attack. He has 1 minute and 40 seconds to send the troops from here to the city that I'm attacking, and then he can defend. So that's why it's good to check the surrounding cities to really guarantee that, or to increase your chances of not getting walled or not losing that attack. So you'll always want to scout nearby. You can scout quicker than this. See how there's a timer, a cooldown timer? I can't scout that one. So what you can do is send, like if you were going to attack, and you put it at 1 troop, and then if you hit the bottom left corner, it'll select the last city that you had selected, and boom, you can just scout a lot quicker like this. That way you don't have to wait for that cooldown timer, and you already check what all is nearby. You know, a lot quicker, and it saves on time, and it gives them less time to prepare for your attack. Always scout the nearest cities before the attack, not after. Because if you scout after, you already sent the attack, there's nothing you can do. Another thing that you can do is, if you click on your city, you can click the little icon that shows 3 arrows going out from the circle, or from the magnifying glass, I guess. It costs 2 gems, so we'll click it just for demonstration. So what it does is, it's gonna scout the 5 cities near me all at the same time for 2 gems. We're gonna do that just to demonstrate. So that saves a lot more time than it saves even more time than the little trick that I was teaching you guys with the bottom left. And look, see, this one now has 17.3 million. That wasn't there earlier, so he must have had these troops probably up here or probably somewhere nearby. So now if I were to attack again, he's ready to wall me. He's gonna wall me. So then you don't want to attack now. You don't, just be like, okay, you put troops to defend, I'll just go somewhere else. And he has more cities over here, so I can quickly send my troops, or actually, I have troops already here, so I'll just send an attack from this side. You know, I'll quickly scout real quick. Boom. Let's scout. And then, okay, he only has 28k. This one's gonna land. Let's say Okay, 25k. Okay, I'll start attacking on this side then, since you have your troops over here. You know, and now it's like he's gonna be like, oh man, now I gotta go defend over there, and maybe he'll pull his troops from there and go over to the other side to defend. And then you want to do little strategies like that to get your opponent to basically keep him on his toes, or have him off, you know, keep him off guard. And that way there's a less chance of you getting walled and a bigger chance of you winning these attacks. That's basically it. Just do little sneaky stuff like that, and always keep keep your, okay, this one I lost 18%. That's not good. You don't want to lose that much. That's too much to lose. You always keep it at 5% or close to 5% to save your troops. You don't want to lose your troops. Your troops are so important. I can't stress that enough. Having troops for the later levels is extremely important. Yeah, and then if you can't attack, let's say this guy, I can't attack him again anywhere else. Let me close that chat. I can't attack him anywhere else, then I'll just move on to someone down here. Look, there's a 68 down here. Let me go attack this one. You know, of course I would scout it first. And I would scout these big guys, but I've already scouted them before. I remember they didn't have nothing there. But, you know, just for demonstration purposes, I'll scout these guys. Those are his closest ones. We'll scout this one too since it's closed. Might as well use this city since it's closer to scout from. That way it's less time. Boom. Okay, cool. So I'll send this attack, and I just got walled. And I'll send this attack and attack him then, since the other guy, he's already aware and ready to wall me, and he actually walled me right here. So if we look at the battle log, boom, he put 156 million to wall me. And he probably brought that from one of these cities that are close by. You know, and I got walled because I didn't scout those. So you always want to scout the surroundings of the nearby cities of the one that you plan on attacking. Now, another thing that I just remembered that I didn't go over, you don't ever want to do something like this. Boom. So this march, if you look underneath my 9.44 million, it takes 3 minutes and 21 seconds. You don't want to do long attacks. 3 minutes is not too bad, it's not horrible, but you want to keep it as short a distance as possible. So 1 minute 7 seconds, that's a lot better. Because if I do that 3-minute march, he has plenty of time to get troops there to defend. So you don't want to have long marches like that. You want to keep them as short as possible. And that's actually about it. Just keep the number one main thing, and I'm gonna say it a third time, keep your troop loss at 5%, around 5%. Don't do long marches. Scout before you attack, and scout any nearby cities. And then switch it up. If you attacked on the right side, go attack on the left side the next time maybe. Or you can even do, so I tend to do this in my main account, and in Diamond I'll just scout people that are near me, and I won't even attack them. I'll just scout them, and then they'll be like, oh, he's scouting me, he's getting ready to attack. Nope, I didn't even attack that time. I'll just go attack somebody else somewhere far away and not worry about that guy. Then maybe like 10 minutes later, I'll scout that guy again from the same spot. Maybe like, oh, he's gonna attack me for sure this time. Nope, I'm just gonna attack somewhere else, and I'll just do that several times, and then eventually he'll just be like, he ain't gonna attack me, and then I actually do attack him. You can do little strategies like that, to trick people, and just to get them off guard, because you don't want to get walled like I just got walled right there, because you lose too much troops there, as I lost So I sent a 55.7 million attack, and my fearless, the 75% fearless, helped 41.8 million troops survive. So I lost 14 million, 13 million, 13.9 million troops is what I lost. That's a big loss. Well, for, you know, for the level that I am and the amount of troops I have, that's a decent loss. You don't want to lose that much. You want to avoid getting, getting walled. And that's gonna be it for that. I hope this video was helpful to you guys, and I shall see you guys next time. Peace.